What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the Off the Bench podcast. Dude, we're making it, dude. In episode 2, that's crazy.
Episode number 2.
Hey, we got a lot of good engagement for our first podcast that we ever released on here. We thought we were gonna get our support maybe from like a couple of friends or whatever, but a lot of people pulled through.
Yeah,
our Instagram.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you everybody for that. Join our Instagram, that followed us on there. The first day that we launched, we had like 200 something on day one.
Yeah,
we're up
crazy.
to like 170 something listeners already on the first episode, which we thank you guys so much like for coming
100%.
through. Everybody, all of our family members, all of our friends and co-workers, whoever that tuned in to listen to that first episode, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna start growing the podcast even more. Bring you guys
some crazy ideas.
Yeah, we got a lot of ideas. As you can see, we have some upgrades today. We have this. Yep. Well, first of all, we have the actual video coming.
We have the actual video. You are watching us, and it's working.
Yeah, since last time the freaking camera just died out of nowhere. we actually flipped up over the little thing so we can see if the if the video stops working. We're gonna see immediately, and then we're gonna have to cut everything out and start all over again. So hopefully we don't start all over again. We want to keep this one working. And then so like I said, you guys. So the last episode we had a different table. Hey, big shout out to Yair for working on this table.
What's up?
He built this table by hand, baby. So that's freaking amazing.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, for sure, dude. And then also, like I'm saying, like we got a little poster up here. We just got, and then we got a little.
I brought a skull.
He brought a skull. All of the contributions from Noe is a skull, so that's fun.
And the Statue of Liberty.
And the Statue of Liberty in the front.
And the Astros.
All right, bro. That's enough showing off. That's enough showing off. But
but what I like about it is a little by little, man. We're building it
for sure, man.
We're
little by little, man. But yeah, man, just crazy that we're really doing this. Thank you so much for the amazing support, man. And from Instagram to the actual real, not just following us on Instagram, but going through and tuning in means a lot. But we got some real good stuff lined up for today's episode. Really,
yeah, man, a lot of things going on, especially today being September 11th.
9/11 is crazy.
Remembering like what happened with the Twin Towers and all that stuff is crazy, man.
Do you remember where you were at when that happened?
Dude, I was in the first grade. I remember the we had that. It was movie day actually. We had that. Remember the cart with the TV that was strapped on top?
Yeah.
So,
it was a good day when that thing came in.
Yeah.
You knew it was going down.
So we had one of those. We were watching the TV, and then randomly, just kids started leaving the school. Mm-hmm. Right? People started picking up their kids and stuff, and of course, my mom, she didn't come pick me up.
Yeah, Mexican parents, they were the last ones to get there.
Yeah. Well, my mom didn't. She barely.
You want to hear it's crazy, man? Well, we had just gotten here from Mexico when that happened.
Okay.
I was here like 3 weeks in. I was going to Galena Park Elementary. So it was like a bunch of, it's crazy going from school in Mexico to coming to the U.S., man. It was like a huge culture shock,
Yeah.
I remember Mexico. Did y'all go to school in Mexico? Because y'all were young when y'all came here too, right?
First grade.
I think I might have gone
first grade for a little bit. You?
I think I might have gone to like kinder.
Yeah. Well, I remember.
Sure,
do you remember it, something?
Something.
I don't remember vividly, but I remember it just being very different. Like, schools were like kind of like very outside. It wasn't just
What?
you give me the death stare, bro.
No, I didn't.
No.
It's because we're looking at our waveforms. We don't want to be peeking on the mics since like this is all new to us. We're not professional podcasters or anything, so we're like keeping track.
Yeah,
of what
we're keeping track, and
we're
we're doing a great job. Thank you, Martin, for the death stare.
Yeah,
bro.
no, you're good. I'm just like looking at him. I'm like, dude, break the voice down, man.
Break the fucking voice down, bro. I'm trying to keep up with Yair, bro. That was the number one feedback.
Dude, yes, everybody on Instagram. We got the Terminator over there on the
Terminator.
And I heard that from another podcast that you never really know how you sound until you listen to yourself.
Yeah. Yours was all like, you guys remember whenever. I'm like,
yeah.
Damn.
But hold on. Back in Mexico, right? The schools were so different, man. It was like it was more outside-ish. Does that make sense? Like it was like you went outside.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. There was a lot more outside activity.
Yeah, it was crazy. Really different. Like they and when you think about it, it was more common in Mexico to like have recess and play, and like that's very important to. I remember that's that true. Throughout school. Like my parents would tell me they always had a recess. It was time to just like socialize and just play and things like that. And I remember coming to the U.S. and like there was never no recess. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
But, you're like, what's with all this goddamn reading we're doing?
I know, but yeah, when 9/11 happened, my mom thought it was a movie. It was crazy because we just got here, man. This is all new country to us. She turns on the TV and she sees a plane crashing, into the Twin Towers, and she was just like, she couldn't fathom that was actually happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like whatever, but yeah, like same like you, man. One of the last kids to get there, but once we got there, it was crazy. Everybody was like all scared or whatever.
I didn't get picked up early.
You didn't get picked up?
I didn't get picked up. I just stayed there throughout the whole day.
You were that 2 kids that were like left behind.
Yeah.
I was like number 3 and you were like 2 and 1.
Yeah, I got pieced out. I was like,
just me and myself.
My teacher was like, yo, I
just didn't get picked up at all.
We were, I remember they put us all, like the kids that didn't get picked up, everybody was in the hallways, just sitting in the hallway.
Threat.
I guess, I don't know.
No, yeah, it was real serious stuff.
We were under attack basically, right? Uh-huh. And even though it was in New York, it was still an attack to the country.
Have y'all seen that video that
Wait, hold on. And then I remember my mom, we had these old folks that my mom used to clean their house for, and we used to call them grandma and grandpa or whatever. And I remember that, like, whenever we got there, and hey man,
hey, don't be hating on him, bro. Come on now,
hating on grandma and grandpa. Dude, come on, dude. No, but yeah, like they kept they were talking about, because he used to work at the plants, right, off of 225, and then he was saying that they had like fighter jets flying up and down 225 just in case they wanted to attack.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because we produce like most of the energy, for like the
no, I mean it's the ship channel, bro.
Oh,
it's like where mostly everything comes in. Yeah. Like so much stuff comes in through the country through there.
Yeah, they were flying. He was saying like they were like flying F-16s up and down 225 or whatever. I didn't know that because I was too young. I was in the first grade. Really, I didn't really know what was happening. Like I knew the Twin Towers because that thing was like all over the news, but I didn't know exactly that America had gone under attack and that we were about to go to war.
It is scary, man. Some very sad videos I came across today through social media.
Dude, same.
Yeah, man.
Like even just you start seeing like a couple of videos on YouTube or whatever. I mean, not on YouTube, on Facebook. They just come up randomly, and then you, out of curiosity, just go back and like go on YouTube and search it up a little bit, just to see. It's crazy, dude. Like now that I guess I'm older, I felt like kind of more emotional whenever I saw some of those videos.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm just like, dang, dude, that's so crazy. Like people just calling their parents like, hey, a plane just got hijacked. I don't know if I'm gonna make it home. Tell everybody I love them and all this stuff.
Yeah, man, I heard that one today. Yeah. And what I think of, I think like I became more emotional as I got older, too, and I think because I realized like really how precious life is. And it sounds like, a little cliche, but really, like I've known a lot of people who have passed away young since like we graduated high school, Like it's crazy. So I just realized, everyone has that stopping point. So it's very important to like live a very happy, healthy life, like try to be happy, try to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like love whatever you got and like whatever adversity that it is, like, appreciate it too because it's for a lesson. You was going to be learning or taking lessons. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Jair?
What were you doing?
Yeah, what were you doing, bro?
I don't know, man. I was in Mexico.
You were still in Mexico?
Oh, that's right.
I was actually telling you, I came to the U.S. the day after.
That's crazy.
So tomorrow
that you got in.
So tomorrow. It's been 19 years since I've been here.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I'm like 3 weeks back.
You didn't know anything? Like, you didn't see anything on the news? I'm pretty sure it was like, I'm pretty sure like they were rerunning it all over the news now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
You don't remember nothing?
I was one of them outside kids. Never watched news, never watched cartoons.
You were playing soccer outside?
I was playing soccer outside.
You were just running around. I feel like you climbed a lot of trees, bro. Did you? No.
That's a bit racist, man.
No, that's racist, bro. I'm brown Mexican, man.
Yeah, we're all equal here. We're all equal. Dacas.
I'm just talking about like energetic, bro. Like, out there just getting into shit.
I ran across one of those pictures of a firefighter in New York running towards the building. Damn. He's literally running to his death, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially whenever they collapse, it was so crazy, dude. Mm-hmm. And then like just seeing that big cloud of smoke, like,
huge
over people.
Smoke. The way people looked with it was crazy.
Is it weird that like whenever I was watching those videos today, I was feeling like some kind of American pride, just because like you're like, damn, man, they really came and messed up all those people. And even though this is not our home country, right?
But it is our home country, bro.
Yeah,
it is, and if I can really, like I really wanted to focus on the topic of DACA today. We kind of came to the agreement of voicing that out.
Yeah.
And I mean, even though as DACA recipients, we're I mean, technically not citizens, but like I love this country so much, man.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for everything that it's given me, and really like what it's given us. Like, look at where we're at right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? How blessed we are to be here. Because I know that where my parents brought me from, it's a much better environment to succeed.
For sure.
I feel like the U.S. literally, when I hear movies, see movies, and I see how they portray the American dream, and when you think about it as well, I feel like there was more portrayed in movies of early 2000 and 1990.
Yeah.
Where it portrayed a lot of immigrants and things like that. I feel like there's a lot of movies like that, right? Those immigrants, sex stories. But yeah, man, I mean, just coming over here is a huge blessing. I love this country. I always tell my wife, I feel like if I would have probably been born here, I probably would have joined the military or something like that.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, I've always just been so intrigued with that. I think it's super cool. But that's why anybody who is enlisted or anything like that, I have so much respect for them because it's just such an ultimate sacrifice.
And I've heard horror stories that sometimes some illegal people go into the military to get their citizenship, right?
Really?
And it falls through, which is crazy to hear. They end up going back or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of things people think DACA recipients get, or that we're getting all this other stuff, and it's just not true. You hear all really in the press, since how Donald Trump was trying to end DACA, saying
100%. I mean, he's done a great job at his motive.
Yeah.
He's really belittled what we are.
Yeah, saying that, saying crazy stuff. Really, they're taking all the jobs, they're taking scholarships, they're taking all this crazy stuff. I mean, it's just. I
mean, what could we say? I mean.
Yeah, you was telling us a story the other day about.
Yes, it's quite a story because I mean, every now and then I still think about it. Maybe I should have said something. Maybe I don't know. I'm still.
I mean, I think you took the high road.
Well,
explain to the listeners. Explain to the listeners.
There was this lady at this. I went to the small restaurant. It was late. They were about to close. It was pretty empty, and she was talking to her friends. I overheard their conversation, and she was telling her friends, "Oh, my daughter didn't get into college because all these DACA students are taking all the money and the scholarships and everything. They get everything for free, and that's why our students are not getting in. They're getting everything for free. That was her whole conversation. All these DACA students are getting everything for free, and obviously that's not true at all
whatsoever. Would you like to explain, Martin, how it works?
So for DACA recipients, really we can't really receive any government help.
Yeah, any federal help.
Yep. Like if you are one
FAFSA.
of the people that I have, what was that?
FAFSA.
FAFSA. Yeah, you can't apply for it as a DACA recipient. There are some scholarships, very little scholarships that you can actually get, but they're not what you would get from FAFSA or any of the major scholarships that can put you throughout your whole 4 years with everything paid. From zero to rare, those come across. And one of us actually had a really good experience with one of those scholarships, right, Noe?
Man, biggest blessing in my life, aside from my family, my wife, and my 2 kids, was receiving. I was actually one of the just so lucky, so blessed that I received a full ride scholarship to Sam Houston State University. And yeah, man, I mean, it's life changing. You want me to tell the story or no?
Yeah, say it. Tell him.
Okay.
Of course, bro.
I feel like a lot of people will want to hear
It's really a life changing story.
Yeah.
From the interview to receiving actually the scholarship.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Tell us, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So when I was a senior in high school, I mean, we actually went to high school together.
Yeah,
we kind of went our
same
separate way. Now this brought us back, and I'm so glad it did.
We had pizza before the podcast.
Yeah, man, we got well fed.
We were like, wait, what class did I have with you? We were like, we didn't have any class together.
Yeah, we just knew each other, man, from being kids, whatever. But
yeah.
But yeah, back to high school. I mean, I always, since I was a kid, I knew I was like, man, I want to go to college. I pictured, well, first I thought I was going to go play for UT, you know?
Football?
Yeah, you know, I was a little kid. I mean, I was good in Little League and stuff. When you're good in Little League,
yeah,
you think you're going to, like, go to the NFL, you know?
Right.
But
you already had CTE. No, I'm kidding.
No, not yet. We forgetting everything, but no, I'm just kidding. Well, long story short, I always wanted to go to college. Well, get to my senior year, and I'm like, man, I just have faith. You know, it's crazy, and that's something I always preach to anybody I'm close with, is to, like, always have that strong faith, right? Things are gonna work out. But I applied for I thought I was gonna get this thing called the Bearcat Promise. I had already gotten accepted to Sam Houston State University, and so I was like, okay. My mom, she makes $22,000 a year. All you have to do is make less than 36, and they'll pay for your tuition. You still got to pay for your room and board, your books and stuff like that, but they'll pay for your tuition.
It's something.
Yeah, it's something, you know.
Yeah.
And growing up as an immigrant kid, like, I was so used to having, like, less, you know, like, it was cool. I was used to just, like,
yeah, for sure,
going through whatever. I mean, I feel like that's what makes us successful now. You know, that's a strong quality to have. But well, I call it financial aid office. I remember one time because I wanted to get some more information on it. It was probably like April. Yeah, like April 2013.
Okay.
And I call and they tell me, like, oh, well, actually, you know, you do have a social, but, you know, I was already on DACA. I had just gotten it like a month or two before.
Nice.
And they were like, well, you have a social, but you're not a citizen, so you wouldn't qualify for the Bearcat Promise.
Yeah.
It's only, you have to apply for FAFSA to get it. And FAFSA, you can only apply if you're an American citizen. So if I backtrack a little bit, like 2 weeks before that, I had applied for the Smith-Hudson Scholarship, which is, at the moment, it was only given to business majors. And in my head, I was like, hey, I guess I'm going to be a business major. Like, this is my way out, you know? And so what I had to do is I had to get 2 letters of recommendation.
Even that's crazy. Like, as a sacrifice, as a student that can't receive
anything.
We
normalize it now, but when you think about, like, I met so many people who, like, their parents would buy them books about it, take them to different schools with, like, different, like, specialties and things like that.
Yeah. You're like, man, I always wanted to be.
I really want to go engineer, so I went to A&M. Like, or no, I was looking at here. I was like, I applied to 2 schools.
And I was gonna ask you about that.
What happened, bro?
What made you go into business? But now I guess you just answered.
Yeah. Well, in a way, I mean, I was always kind of business oriented because I was already making sales. You know what I'm saying? Like, and salesmanship. So it's kind of somewhat business related, right? But still, I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah, like that. Like what I was trying to say, basically was like.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like,
some people turned out great.
Yeah, it did. I mean,
good.
So blessed.
Was good.
So yeah, I do that. And what's crazy is that I submitted the scholarship. It had to submit. I don't remember what day, but I had to submit it like on some day of March, like one day in the month of March, and I submitted the very last day. Like, I had to mail it out. I paid for a stamp and everything. Like, my mom, bro, she didn't even know I was applying for a scholarship.
Yeah.
Like, I asked her for her tax paperwork. She was like, why you need it? I was like, I need it for a scholarship. But she was just kind of just like, okay, it's right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's something you just think is going to happen to you.
Yeah.
And really, I was like, you know, confident in a way. But so long story short, I had to get that. I had to get a letter of recommendation. I had to write a paper saying what I wanted to do once I graduated and got a scholarship. Yeah, that's it. So I submitted the day before, and this is probably not like a real like highlight of the story, but I actually, like, you know, asked my football coach if he could write me a letter, and my AP English teacher, Ms. Ridenauer and Coach Stewart, and I love them so much both because they really changed my life, and I always remind them of that once I graduated and still to this day. They wrote me a recommendation letter. Luckily, I was the captain of the football team my senior year.
Yeah.
And so, like, that was actually a big goal before. That was like my first goal I ever accomplished. And so that, like, I feel like made it really look good. I had like 100 hours community service.
Yep.
And I had a good grade. So, yeah, man, I applied for it. And I remember it was crazy that, like, once I got told no, that I wasn't going to get the Bearcat Promise, I was like, well, hopefully the scholarship to say something. But I didn't hear back. And then one time, it was a Sunday. I was working at Sears. I was working with my boy Carlos, and we're still good friends now. And hold on, yeah, we're good. and they give me a call. And so it's a 936 number, and I don't want to pick up because it was when some stuff was going down, like, personally, and I didn't want to really pick up a number right like that. And but I pick up, I'm like, hello. They're like, oh, is this Noe Garcia? Right away when I heard, now who I know who she is, Dr. Musan's voice, I knew what it was, So I'm like, oh, yeah, can you speak? I'm like, yeah, it's a Sunday. It's slow, so I go to the back. I'm taking a phone call. Long story short, they tell me I'm a finalist, for the scholarship.
Nice.
This is a full ride, everything. So
what does the scholarship include, just for like the?
No, man. I mean, dude, I'll share. This is why we do this. They would give me $8,000 a semester. So, okay. My first semester, since they made us live on campus, I had to pay a little bit. Yeah. Because I couldn't apply for FAFSA, but there was people who got the scholarship and would get the Pell Grant. Yeah. So they would get they would have a lot of money. Excuse me. But either way, after that, I've always worked, so I had money, and what'd you call it? Every semester I would get $3,000 back to live on. Yeah. And so when I really realized, I was like, dang, that's crazy. Long story short, man. Well, I kind of jumped a little bit on that one, but no, it's all good. I got the call. I went to the interview, and I was just so determined that I was gonna get it. I go to the interview, man. I walk out. I tell my dad, I said, I got the scholarship. They said they gotta let me know in a week, but I know it's mine, And yeah, man, just the next day, I get the call. And the call, I really I remember how I went, and telling me, hey, she kind of was messing with me. She said, she said, oh, I really tried to get you the scholarship, something like that, but she was like, but no, I want to let you know. And her name is Dawn Lewinsky. She's a banker now. Yeah. And very, very nice, sweet lady. And she let me know that she when I was done with the interview, because it was an interview of 11 people interviewed me. It was the dean, the vice dean,
it was like a group.
Yeah, bro, it was a whole panel of 11 people. Damn. Mr. Hudson.
What type of questions? Huh? What type of questions? What type of interview?
The first, they were extremely polite. It wasn't a hard job interview or anything like that. First, they asked me, I remember, anything changed, because they were looking at my financials. And I guess they were like, man, how does this kid live off, $20,000 a year, like me and my mom?
Yeah, how's your mom, staying alive with just that income?
Mm-hmm. And so, then just got to get into just some questions, man, just who I was. And I remember just this one key part that they said, they were like, do you have anything else for us? And I remember, and this is if anybody's listened to this, if you're ever at that spot, just go for it. If you're ever like that in a job interview or anything big important where you're being, of course not the police, but anything like that, just don't talk to the police, get a lawyer. But, what you call it, like that, just go for it. And what I mean by that is because when they said that, I said, yes, I do. I said, I promise y'all that if you give me this scholarship, you're not going to regret it. I said, I've never had much resources. I'm just another kid, from a certain neighborhood. But I have, I know I'm going to work real hard and I'm going to do great things. I just said it with a big smile and just a lot of confidence. This is an 18-year-old kid. I just had turned 18. Man, that's crazy. I remember that shit. And walk out. That's when Dawn was, I remember she held my hand. She was like, you have my vote. Best of luck. We're going to let you know in a week. And that's when I walked out. I saw my dad. And I let him know. I said, that scholarship is mine. Yeah. I just knew. And in a way, very humbly, I didn't tell nobody anything. I didn't go to school and say I got a scholarship without getting it. I honestly, I didn't even mention it to anybody. I feel like nobody even knew how I got a scholarship. But
you were still in high school?
Huh? Yeah, this was my senior year, bro. So, but yeah, man. The next day I get the call. I'm actually in Miss Ryanauer's class. It was right before we graduated, bro. So nobody was really doing shit. It was an AP class, so we already we were done with our work and whatever. I already took our AP test. And yeah, man. I remember I went back into the room, and it meant a lot to her because she wrote me the letter. Mm-hmm. And I remember one time, too, that I found this book. I have it at my house now. I wrote about who was my hero,
Yeah.
And talking about my mom. Just because everything, how she handled so much adversity, and she was just so brave at all times, such a strong woman. But she wrote. I guess I was naive. I probably wouldn't share that now. I mean, now I will. But I was like, how like there was times where we just didn't have much.
Yeah.
My mom always made it happen somehow, or we toughed it out together. But she found out. I remember one time she pulled me aside for class, and she was like, "If you ever need anything, let me know." She was that type of teacher. It's good to have those type of people in your life. But yeah, man, I walked in and I was like, I got the scholarship. And then I remember I went and I just sat down, and I remember like I sat down and I put my hands like this, and then I started I started crying like crazy like at that moment. And it was like it's just gonna sound super corny, bro, but like my little classmates clapped for me. But really, man, it was a big moment. I mean, I just got a full ride scholarship, and then
that's a big deal,
because she mentioned it to everybody. He was like, she just got a full ride, and then they all clapped for me, and it was like a special moment. I remember it was sweet, but yeah, bro. I remember that day. I called my mom at lunch, and I remember Franco, which at the moment they were dating, and they met through work, so they worked together. What you call it?
Who's Franco?
My stepdad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, we were like, wait.
We both looked at each other.
My fault, Franco.
I thought Franco was that one kid in the 8th grade.
Nah. Yeah, man. So he was telling me that she was like wanting to do flips and shit. That's how happy she was. I mean, it was life changing, man. After that, I mean, I'll just keep it quick with that one, man. Went off to college, life changing. I went from, whatever it was, to like just a very stable situation. And once I got there, I feel like that work ethic just carried on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And allowed me to graduate debt free in 4 years. And then very blessed with the life I have, man. What I do, and it just
it's amazing.
Glory to God, man.
It's crazy
for allowing me to have all this. For sure, man.
It reminds me of a quick story of a retired player that I follow. He grew up really poor, and he even said it during an interview. When I went to the tryout, they handed me the jersey, and I thought to myself, they gotta beat me up to take this jersey,
Yeah, he's gonna go full throttle.
Yeah, it's a mentality, man.
Yeah, it's a mentality, 100%.
That he thought you gotta beat me up to take this jersey.
Because he was not gonna go back.
And he fucking went pro, bro, and rich.
Damn, amazing.
It's always that good comeback story, man. Everyone loves a good comeback story.
Yep, for sure. And then it's just crazy, like how the country is right now, like being divided and stuff, and people just like, I don't know, just how divisive everything's becoming, which is crazy really is, because man. If you bring it back all the way to like September 11th, like I always heard like that the day after that happened, dude, that everybody was so united, like everybody was together. And I mean, I even see that from like whenever you watch like the Pearl Harbor movie, like everybody wanting to sign up. And I mean, just when you hear those like World War II stories, like whenever
it really is crazy, man.
Whenever
oh my god,
yeah, like whenever America comes together, and like Ford started building, I feel like America airplanes.
Right now has never been so divided, or never since I've known of. I mean, up close, the civil rights movement was pretty crazy, but right now it's pretty crazy. There's literally riots going out throughout the country. When the Rodney King riots happened, it was just in L.A.
Yeah.
Right, and it was controlled by like L.A. gang members. Now you have people in masks with clubs and like a motive that are being funded, like doing shit. People are moving out of certain states because of how shit is happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How everything's just getting super crazy. And what's crazy is that we're supposed to be like a country, right? A team. Like we're all supposed to be Americans or whatever, which we should all like come together, be as one. And the thing is that like a lot of people don't like Donald Trump or whatever, but I also feel like it's on him also to be like to try to unite the country,
Yeah, and as a leader, I feel like he should take it upon himself to
because you see
try
videos
to unite. But I feel like if anything, it's a complete opposite, man.
You see, it really is. This campaign has been since day one. It's been
divisive, dehumanize certain group of people,
dividing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like with all the.
At first, he did it with Hispanics, and now he's doing it with the left. Like Black Lives Matter versus.
Just leftists, Antifa. I mean, it's. But really, I I would say this, and like, you know, I mean, I've talked to you about this before. Like, even though I'm a DACA recipient, I would just believe in individualism, right?
Individualism.
And what I mean by that is, like, I'm not gonna just like hate Trump because everyone hates Trump. I don't support him whatsoever, okay? But I also just don't look to hate him. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Because I've seen also the other side. You know what I'm saying? In the sense, not, and what I mean by that is, like, you know, like the way like the CNN media also manipulates certain information.
And that's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. So like now, I'm just like, I'm just at the end of the day, especially really, it's kind of ironic because that's DACA. We can't vote. So I'm like, I can't even vote. I'm not. Why just even like I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of sounds like a little just like, I don't know, like I do care, but it's just like, I'm not just gonna like hate this dude. Like, there's people who are just like, yes. I remember one time this girl told me, she was like, how are you friends with him if he's a Trump supporter? And I was like, I'm just like, I'm not gonna like not be friends with somebody because they support somebody. Like, I believe that everyone has the right to be their person, and sure. I respect everything about you. I look at your character, how you treat me, how you treat other people. But I'm not just gonna hate somebody to hate. I mean, I just don't believe in hate, bro.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to. And just,
yeah,
I think that's like
together, man. We can all think differently.
And that's what I'm trying to like. Maybe that's what we need to do in this country. Like, everybody needs to come together, be Americans. Everybody like be equal. Talk through these disagreements instead of like straight up just like going like full crazy on it. You know what I mean? Because there's you see those like the Trump supporters, right? They're having like. Or like let's say like a Democrats are having like a little rally, a Black Lives Matter rally or whatever, you know, and then you see the Trump supporters with the diesel trucks smoking them out, you know, and like I mean the fact that Donald Trump doesn't address any of that, or like saying like, hey guys, like if y'all support me, please like don't do that. Like, we actually
very right. We're supposed very presidential to do, like, he's not.
Yeah, something presidential, like something with manners, you know, like, hey guys, like, well, that's not how we do it here in the country. Like, everybody has a right. I mean, it's in the Constitution, right? The right
to protest.
The right to protest,
to
organize, speech. Yeah, and I feel like free speech and all that, and then the fact also, if you look at it on the other side, Democrats, you see Joe Biden saying, "Well, my vice president is gonna be a woman, and she's gonna be black." Okay, dude. Like, what about everybody else, right? Like, what about like Andrew Yang? What about him? Like, why can't he look at him? He's a minority.
Well, it's just because Andrew Yang is like really like.
Well, I was using him as an example. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that why is he gonna say that? Like, why can it just be? I think
now is because it's so much about winning, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I feel that it's not really like what's gonna be best for the whole for the American people. But it's just, I think, and even though I say I love this country, which I do, like, I feel like the foundation of what this country was built on is not meant to like uphold what today is, bro. And it sounds so crazy because we think things last forever. But if you look at other countries, bro, that have gone down, like, it just happens. Which I ain't talking about no revolution, but it's the same thing as like, you just never know. Like, that's what it's boiling down to now, bro. You see things on Facebook that is like sometimes I really go, bro, on conservative like Facebooks just to see what they say. And like, I'm talking about like not really conservatives, like people who are just right on the right wing, so like on the right field actually. And they'll be like, well, you know, if shit goes down, what side has all the guns? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, do y'all know how crazy November is gonna be? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you get me?
Dude, there's a thing about the right side and guns. There's a hurricane coming. I got my guns loaded. There's a virus. I got my guns loaded.
Yeah.
And I do understand shit does go.
No, we can't own guns. We don't own guns.
No, we don't. No. I don't have any guns.
No.
But it's just not everything's fixed with the weapons, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Shoot the hurricane?
Or shoot each other?
Yeah.
Really gonna start shooting each other? Like, is that what it's gonna come down to?
They're trying to protect their families and they're trying to protect their homes, but come on, bro.
But even
like,
that, dude,
that's literally the first thing they think of.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, there's a storm coming. I gotta have my gun.
Well, the only thing that I feel is because, like, they think like, what if we lose power? People act crazy. We're gonna protect yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like that was the train of thought. But people, well, I agree you, bro. They overdo it, you know, like or sometimes it's overdone. You know what I'm saying?
But like just to have the mentality, like, are you really like you ready to lay down you ready to kill somebody like that?
Me?
Some people are.
Shit, I am for my family, bro. Never intend to ever hurt anybody but for my wife and my 2 girls, I would do it with no blink of an eye, like nothing. It's nothing, bro.
Yeah,
like, their life over anything, over mine. Like that's one thing with my wife. She knows that like she doesn't have to worry. I mean, we all worry, and she's very cautious. She's very good about it, but in the sense of like.
But what if it's the opposite way around? Like, what if you run out of food?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say like hurricane comes. You got your guns, right? Supposedly, you run out of food. Are you gonna go like into another house with your gun? Like, see?
No, I mean, something crazy like that. I'd probably go to like the superstore or something. I don't know, man. I mean, I literally.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it never gets to that point where we're.
It doesn't really get to that.
That's what I'm saying. That's
but
what I'm
if you would, you rather be with one than with that one.
Ask any.
That's my opinion.
But I mean, that's what I'm trying to say, though. My point is that it never gets to the point of the gun.
It never gets to that point.
And I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm anti-gun or anything. I'm just saying that, like, everybody posting up on Facebook, like, like I have my gun ready to go. You know, like, dude, we're not even.
Dude, did you listen to that podcast today? He's like about the open carry.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Rogan?
Yeah. So Joe Rogan, like, to explain to the listeners.
I love those 2 guys, man.
Yeah?
I love those 2 guys. Joe Rogan and Tim Kennedy.
Yeah, like Tim Kennedy's amazing. So basically, what they were both talking about for the listeners that didn't listen to that podcast of Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
They were talking about how... So Tim Kennedy's like a real badass, like Navy SEAL kind of guy, right?
Green Beret, bro.
Green Beret, sorry, excuse me. And he was talking about... They were talking about open carry and how people, like, some people are like, yeah, I open carry all the time. And, like, they're walking around. He was saying from a tactical way, like, position, point of view, you never want to have your gun out because that automatically, like, even if you're on the good side or on my side or whatever, you're already at risk. Like, bro,
I mean, when you think about it, if you're carrying your gun out, you're on your side like that. If you have it, like, out, you're kind of, I feel like it's like, why do you, I'm sorry to cut you off, but in a way, like, I'm what you're saying is, like, exactly, right? Like,
yeah. Well, first of all, it makes everybody in the room like go a little tense, get a little tense, be like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, who are you gonna shoot first? And then no, and the other one is if you have a concealed carry, you know who you're gonna take out first, the guy with the gun, that because you clearly see that he has a gun. You're
putting yourself in like
you're putting yourself in at risk because you're showing everybody that you're ready to go. You have your gun, and if shit goes down,
I really do feel some people feel about themselves. That's fucking Rambo, bro. Like, they're just like, nah, man. If 2 guys with AKs come in, I'm ready. No, you're not, bro. No. You're not gonna take him out. Even he said it, dude. From a tactical point of view, a guy's a fucking loser. He ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Like, if he walks into a fucking store and he really wants to do damage, he's gonna take him out quick.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the first guy he's gonna take out.
Exactly, because he's showing his gun to everybody.
Yeah.
And walking around. Yeah, and that's so ridiculous.
I believe in home defense, man. Every way possible.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready, all times. I don't know. Maybe just because I'm a dad, bro. I think that's all it is.
What?
I feel like when you become a dad, you get like this, like you're just like, because Tim Kennedy talked like, when I go in a room, any room I go into, I always scan everything, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, boom, people, exits, locations. Like, even when we go to restaurants, there's times where like I look where we're gonna sit us. They're gonna sit us at, and then I'm like, nah, we're not gonna sit there. It's like that's like a really like bad location. I know you probably think this is like out of there, but like I'm always just like
the same thing. Huh? I think about the same thing. So,
yeah.
Like, how are you gonna run out?
Like how?
Not how I'm gonna run out. If something happens, like what am I gonna do? Like what's my location? Where are my kids? You know what I'm saying? Like if someone crazy comes out, I'm gonna grab my daughter and I'm gonna put her behind me or something. Like it's not like this shit is just like all playing in my head, but it's just like I just had to think about a couple points and then just like I just gotta make sure my kids are always safe, my wife's safe.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. You know. So switching it up a little bit, did you guys watch did you guys see that NFL kick started up again? And we're back.
I saw what you sent. I think it was earlier or yesterday about JJ Watt.
What happened, JJ?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, talk to me about that because I couldn't really read it.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Or yeah. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, explain first to the listeners, and then we'll continue.
Yeah. And I think this really proved the point. that for certain people, it's not about the flag, it's about hate, or it's about they can't accept the fact that, you know, things are changing. Racism is no longer allowed. People are standing up, and it's just it's an amazing thing that's happening. And you know, because when you think about it, I mean, I have kids now, of course, like I mentioned, but when y'all have his kids, this is gonna be a moment that's gonna be like in history, the 2020 for the rest of the, like, you know, pandemic, all this crazy stuff.
Yep.
Big shift that can happen, the election. I mean, all types of crazy stuff. But I completely forgot what
JJ Watt, dude.
JJ Watt.
JJ Watt say, dude. I was watching. I was like,
oh, dude, I was trying to freaking prolong it for the longest. Oh my god, trying to where he's coming back to me. He's coming back to me.
He's like, we're at minute 40. We gotta stretch this out to 60. So let me.
No. But
we're gonna go down in history.
When they did that freaking.
Can I get a
we're gonna go down in history.
We're going down. It was a beautiful, colorful yellow day.
And we're back.
And we're back. Okay.
Go ahead, dude. Jesus Christ.
God dang. That could be a blooper, probably. I don't know. And we're back.
Nah. There's no cutting this out, boys.
No, good. No, good.
People got to see our mess ups.
Yeah. It's all good. But no, man, they had that moment when, like, you know, it was after the anthem, after all that. They went to the middle of the field. They locked arms, both teams. You know, the whole moment of silence. When they did that, the crowd that was there in Kansas City booed. You know, it's crazy. You know, it was a sign of unity.
So what did the players do? What were they doing that they booed?
Nothing. They weren't kneeling. They were just standing, locking arms, the length of the field, at midfield.
Both the Chiefs and the Texans?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And even that, I mean.
And then people booed them while they were just standing there?
What was the moment of silence for?
It's just really to show like a moment of unity and all this crazy stuff that's going on, all this division. Just a moment of silence, you know, for people to come together.
I also saw a lot of football players on the back of their helmets. They had like Anna Taylor. They had Breonna Taylor. A couple other people that had passed away.
Yes.
And I feel like, well, also I had foot on the ground there at the stadium. I said I had people on the ground there.
You did?
Yeah. So my what is it, like cuñada? What is it, sister-in-law?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not really a sister-in-law. But you know, because I'm dating his sister. Anyways, I don't know. Anyways, here we go. No, she was saying because she's a veteran, right? So she they allowed veterans to go to the stadium, help set up, and she was there. And I asked her, I'm like, so what happened? Like, did people really boo? Because it was all over Twitter, you know, and everything. And she was actually there. I'm like, did they boo or they didn't boo? She's gonna say, oh, I was not there yet. I was like still helping set up. So.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't know either.
Hey, what's
great story.
Great story.
That was a great ending, bro.
How many people did they let in to the game?
It was 10%.
Yeah.
I think it was like 16,000.
It was a lot, dude.
Yeah, no, that's a huge stadium. The Chiefs Stadium is a huge stadium.
Bro. It's huge. I've been there, dude. I watched the Texans.
Last year when they won?
No. I watched the Kansas City Chiefs play the Tennessee Titans in the playoffs of 3 years ago, and they lost by one. They lost by 1 point.
Damn.
So
kind of sucks, yeah. But I mean, which is so weird that they would boo because, like I said, my girlfriend's from Kansas City. I was there the whole last weekend,
yeah,
and which is really crazy because Kansas City, like the actual city,
yeah,
it's kind of like divided into Kansas and Missouri, right? And
that is weird.
That is kind of weird, yeah. But Kansas City is really liberal, like super liberal. Like there's
both sides. Does that like even make a difference or no?
It doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
So the whole city is very liberal. I see Black Lives Matter everywhere, transgender lives matter everywhere, murals, Black Lives Matter stickers everywhere, like really liberal. But we were we went to a farm where they have a bunch of like sunflowers, right? We're gonna go over there, take some pictures.
Oh yeah,
and it's literally nice.
Those pictures were nice. Shout out your Instagram.
Shout out my Instagram, Marty's Photos.
Check them out, man. Go follow that, man.
Yeah. So we were driving out there, right? And it was only, I want to say, a 30-minute drive out from the city. And we were driving, and there's literally a billboard, not a billboard, just like a sign, right, outside on the side of the freeway, and it says like something build the wall, like. So the city is very liberal, and then as soon as you get out there, it goes conservative as heck, which is really crazy. And I feel like
happens in Texas.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I feel that too.
We live in a blue city, but most of Texas is very, very red.
Houston, San Antonio.
Well, I mean, most metropolitan Dallas is very conservative.
And that's why whenever that happened, I was very skeptic of it, because I was like, why are they booing? Like, isn't Kansas City like really liberal? But then I started thinking, like, I feel like Kansas people and Missouri people both go for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? They both like go for that team.
Yeah.
And I feel like all those people that live in the outskirts or like in the southern part of Missouri, like, come up to Kansas City to watch the game, and they're the ones who booed or whatever, you know? Because I don't feel like the Kansas City people that are really in the city, they're liberals.
You just never know. I mean, you just never know, man.
They're just putting up a front.
A lot of people just maybe might have been both sides.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, you just never know.
Everybody's booing. Might as well just
boo too.
I don't know.
Just like mob mentality.
Mob mentality is the real thing. It's just so unfortunate that it's going on. It's just, at the end of the day, like, I mean, even there's conversations that we've been having is of constantly talking about a certain side, right? Where we are just a whole country, you know? And I feel like in a day like this, like 9/11, it just reminds you of, you know, like those times where, that day was just so tough.
Yeah.
Those conversations we heard, like, you know, those videos of, like, we're being hijacked, we're in a plane that's hijacked. I mean, almost 3,000 people died. And I mean, everything that followed it as well, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
But you know, one thing that's crazy is that right now, the military is actually doing, like, not very good in recruiting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's just not doing well. It's
like this
I
year,
keep hearing it over
or?
and over again that they are failing when it comes to recruiting. If that makes sense. Like, they need more enrollees or more people to, you know, sign up and enlist to go to war.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because the perception has really changed, man. Right now, it's just a different time. As that cliche as that sounds, the people who are even like now 20 years old, right?
Okay.
Think about it. They were born in a new millennium, in 2000. We weren't. We were born in a whole different millennium. There's only been 2 millenniums thus far in the history right now. Well, I mean, there's way more, right? But, you know, year 2000. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But what I mean is, like, they're just so different, you know? They have so much different ideologies. And that's, you know, when sometimes you see people who are just really radically left, like extremely left, where you can't say anything or you get canceled. Most of the time, people who just feel like they're just, everyone is just like now allowed to have an opinion. There's no more confrontation, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like confrontation is like, if you are always like going away from it, it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy to have that skill to know how to like truly confront somebody respectfully as well. And some people don't even have that, so they just know one thing was just like completely, you know, just going off on somebody or canceling somebody. You know, you following me or no?
Yeah, I think so. Like, the same thing that we were talking about, like, everybody just being super divisive.
Just everyone just has the right to have this huge opinion now.
What do you guys think happens like in November? Because, you know, like, there's that saying that united we stand, divided we fall, right? And I feel like,
I don't know. I think that's the finale. No matter what happens,
somebody's
gonna.
The finale of 2020, dude. Oh my God,
yeah,
so
dude.
crazy.
I feel like that's like the Game of Thrones. Like, I feel like we're in a Game of Thrones episode, bro. And that is like the finale everyone's waiting for. But let's see if it's better than the Game of Thrones finale, because it wasn't very good.
Okay. Hopefully we don't all die. Yeah, but it's just crazy how, I mean, there's been a lot of proof that how other countries come in and like through online just make like bots and try to get everybody fighting. And I always see like a lot of just crazy videos, like triggering videos for no reason on my feed, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And it tempts me.
It just triggers you.
It triggers you, yeah. But you're like, why would I even go into the comment section and do anything? But not everybody.
The point?
Not everybody is like us, though. There's people that just go in and like just lose their mind, dude. They're like, what the? And then just.
Oh my goodness! Yes. People you will never see ever.
I know.
Ever, and you're here really giving them your energy, man. What do you think, Yair?
I seen Yair in the comment section.
Bro, you be in the comment sections, bro.
Yeah, he's been in there.
I'm all for the new generations, bro. I support the new generations 100%. And because I feel like...
What's the new generation to you?
But us.
Okay.
Us. These older generations, they talk so so bad about us.
Yeah.
This new generation. They're lazy. They never played outside. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, all this stuff, bro. And I'm like, what are you talking? I did all that shit, man.
Yeah.
I can work 12, 15 hours a day just like you. Nah.
Do you see that a lot in your job or what?
What's up?
You see that like a lot happen like?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. All these old man back in my days, we used to do.
Yeah.
I didn't wear no harness. Yeah, because you were fucking stupid, man.
Yeah, safety, ocean,
safety,
man.
bro. What are you talking about? Nah, a bunch of like, just talking bad about all these new generations, and I'm like, it's for the better. Technology is for the better. Safety is for the better. Why are you? I guess it's because they're getting left behind.
Yeah, that's what's really happening. It's father time waits for no one.
Especially in Capitol Hill, dude, with all their like. Why aren't we including technology into like Congress and all that stuff, right? Everything's still like so slow, and like why can't
it's because maybe that system is meant for people of like the age of 60,
and they are people
older,
right? That are there, they're
that are
old
very,
as shit. Everybody in there, like all the judges. That's crazy. The judges stay there till they die, which is ridiculous.
That's crazy. If you would get that job, you got a nice salary. Of course, you have to do the job, but that's a hell of a job right there.
And then like all of those others, like Nancy Pelosi, she's old as shit, that's still there doing her. Dude, it's so crazy, dude.
Oh, dude, you hear what happened with her in the salon, bro?
Yeah, so Nancy Pelosi has been freaking on a tear.
She got framed or what?
She's been on a tear, telling people they can't work, they can't go to salons, they can't go anywhere. Lockdown, stay at home, COVID. Dude, she goes out.
Stay the fuck home.
She goes out to get a blowout on her hair, fucking to a freaking hair salon. Dude, she
wasn't wearing a mask.
And she wasn't wearing a mask.
Oh my goodness.
She's worth like $100,000 million, like crap load of money, and she can't get somebody to come do it at her house, bro. She has to go out and do it. She could pay
for the COVID test.
Some people have to go out.
And like she's older, but she's old as shit. So she's gonna die because isn't that what COVID? Isn't that what?
Well, I mean, if she would get it, luckily she didn't. Don't wish that on nobody, but.
No, I know, but I'm saying like it's her generation's the one that's at risk, and then people in California are talking about.
Oh my God, that's funny.
They're talking about canceling Halloween for the kids because they might. Dude, the only holiday where you have to wear a mask.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna cancel it.
Oh
why,
my
dude? Why are people losing their minds? This is so ridiculous.
Hey, bro, are you gonna give out? This is my first Halloween owning a home. Are you gonna give out candy, bro?
I want to throw a Halloween party.
Oh my God, bro!
All right, we're gonna cut that part
ratchet this bitch. Yeah. Dude, isn't Halloween on a Saturday, bro?
Yes.
Oh, dude,
that's dude.
Have you seen this video of
I'm fucking paying the Uber there and back, bro.
Damn.
Dude, this dude who robbed the store.
Wait, what?
This dude robbed the store without a mask.
Oh my
God!
Like
the one time, bro,
history,
you can wear a mask.
You can go into a store with a mask. And nobody's gonna tell you shit. You don't do it.
They were living an opposite day, bro. Oh, it's so crazy.
The one time you can go into a store wearing a fucking mask.
So ridiculous, bro. All right, well, I say this is a good time to take a break to put in our sponsors.
Put in the sponsors, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, guys, also, I wanted to let y'all know that if you want to promote a business on here, you could DM us. You could DM the Instagram, or we're going to put the email on the bio of our Instagram. So that way, in case any of you guys have small businesses or whatever, you can go ahead and send that information over to Off the Bench, which is Noe's running the Instagram page, so he'll get back to you. But yeah, like if you have a small business, I know a lot of people during this quarantine started making like T-shirts, arts and crafts and stuff. The next thing to do is you got to promote it, right?
Of course.
Guys, I'm telling you, we had a great launch this first episode on Instagram. We had over 200 people follow us on like the first day. We already almost had 200 plays on just iTunes and stuff, and we're really some
great guests. Also, more coming.
Guests coming, but we're also like reaching a lot of Houstonians. So like a lot of people, if you have a business here in Houston and you really want to promote, you can go ahead. DM us, and if you're listening from anywhere else and you have like a Shopify,
we're looking as well to connect with people throughout the country. DM us on Instagram at off_the_bench_. Follow us there. DM us. You can also shoot us an email. And what I'm gonna have is a sheet, right, that we can work with, and let us know a little bit about your business, what you do. And really, you know, at the end of the day, we're not asking nothing right now. We're just really trying to grow and build our brand, and you know, help out right now with COVID-19. And you know, one of our biggest, you know, 3 pillars we call success is that, you know, empowerment, right? First one, and that's what we're looking to do for our community, right? So we also have some great. You want to tell them about those other plans we have, or you want to wait on it? We can wait on it.
We'll wait on it. We'll wait on it.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So we're gonna go to a quick break, and we'll be right back.
And we're back. Welcome back. A little quick break. Back to it, but yeah, man. Crazy
we went to get some water. We were just kind of thirsty. We were like dry mouthing over here.
Yeah, man. Gotta get the H2O.
Come on.
Yes, stay hydrated, healthy. Would you ever do like a vegan diet or vegetarian?
Yes. If I ever would.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would do it for a short time, but I wouldn't do it like long term.
Yeah.
I don't feel we're Mexican, and you know how our parents cook a lot of meat, bro. A lot of meat. Mole.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to change it, man. Don't be afraid to change it.
Yeah. I mean, well,
no, I know
we
that,
grew up
but
a certain way, but it does not have to be the way.
Yeah. I completely agree, bro.
I'm not saying I'm not saying
just,
I'm against change. I'm just saying, like, I mean, that's what you grew up.
It's time
eating.
to fucking change, Martin.
Dang,
stop eating tortillas, bro.
Stop, bro. Instead of milk, they would give us Coke.
I feel like I'm being fat shamed right here. I don't appreciate
bro.
that.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Now,
There's
man.
a lot of
Look
thick
at me,
people.
look at you. Come on now.
Hey, man.
Nah, dude, but I 100%. I mean, when I went off to school, I really changed. Like, you know, stop eating tortillas all the dang time. You know,
Yes.
when my grandma comes over, she's like, "¿Y las tortillas?" And I'm like, "No, we don't have any."
Sure, my dad. We'll be going to like to freaking like
He brings his own
any
tortillas with
restaurant.
him?
Any restaurant. He'll be like, "No tienen tortillas aquí?" I'm like, "Dad, this is a barbecue place. They don't have tortillas here." What the
Oh
heck?
man, he needs them.
Yeah, he needs. And my dad's not even like overweight or anything. He's pretty fit.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, just like I said, like all the way you're the way you're raised, you know, brought up, always eating meat and all that stuff. So it's really different. And I don't know how we started on this.
No, I just talking about if
about
y'all
the
would do
vegan.
like vegan or vegetarian.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably. I don't know. And for me, it's really hard. I mean, I don't think I could do it. You know.
Honestly,
I could do it, but I know I
wanna try
could,
it.
but I don't think I would like it. You know, I feel like, you know, just having a healthy amount of protein. You know, it's humans been doing it for the longest time, so.
Yeah, I feel
Shit,
that.
I love me a steak, man. A nice New York strip.
Yeah.
That's your thing or what?
Hell yeah, bro. I remember the first time I went to freaking Texas Roadhouse, man. They asked me how I wanted my steak. I didn't know what the hell to answer, bro. I was like, what does that mean?
I'm sure. Yeah, that was.
I was like
I
16
feel like that was
years
a lot.
old,
Yeah,
bro. I mean, we
that
didn't got an
happened to me.
asada, bro. We don't need steak. You know what I'm saying? So went there and yeah.
Would you get well done?
Well done,
Yeah.
bro. Like that's what every when it was Mexicans, I feel like we do when we get steak for the first time. We don't know. We just I don't know, man. Like my grandma and grandpa, rest in peace. They would not eat like no medium well, no medium. Nothing.
I remember one time. Remember how I was saying that there was those 2 old people that we used to call grandma and grandpa.
Yeah.
Hey man, stop laughing at that, dude. That was my grandma, dude.
That's my grandma.
That was my grandma, dude. You stop laughing
man,
at that.
funny.
Even though my mom cleaned her house, that was my grandma. Anyways, dude, they took me to IHOP, you know, because they're good grandparents.
First time?
Yeah, they took me to IHOP for the first time. Shit. And they were like, "Oh, if you want, you get like the ones with the eggs and the fucking pancakes or whatever." And they're like, "Okay." I'm like, "All right." And then he's like, "For you?" They were like, "Okay, I want the eggs with the pancakes." They're like, "Okay, how do you want your eggs?" I'm like, "On my plate."
Where'd you get? What is it?
On my plate.
I don't even know what I was thinking.
Bro,
I thought we were gonna put it like on a bowl. I don't know. I was young, dude. I was like,
how old young, bro?
I was like, let's say, I want to say 12.
Oh, bro.
Like it was last year.
It was
No.
2 months ago.
Damn,
No,
that's
then-
pretty fucking funny, bro.
They're like,
on
no.
my plate. That's how
But
you
see,
want
that's
your
what,
eggs.
that's what life of an immigrant, bro.
That is the life of an immigrant.
like
man.
for the longest, dude. I remember I would gain weight. I got, oh my god, the first time I knew that like I was so Mexican, dude, was whenever like in the fourth, fourth grade, around there. You know how like at the beginning of the year your parents will buy you shoes, right, for the year?
Yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah, so I got some K-Swiss, right?
Oh man.
And Everybody was like, we were all like talking, and they were like, "So what shoes did you get?" And I was like,
"You got chopped up, bro."
I got kiwis. And
bro,
dude, everybody in the class started like kind of laughing, you know, and I was like,
no,
I actually
and they were like,
don't worry about that, man.
Hold on, bro, hold on, and they were like, they're K-Swiss and whatever, and everybody's laughing their ass off, right? I'm like, fuck, okay, and then the next year I got some Pumas, right, and then we had to like whenever we went to go get dressed for gym or whatever, you know, I think this was more like in the 6th grade.
Did you go to May Smith?
I went to May Smith, yeah.
Bro, I went to May Smith with you, bro.
I know we went to the same elementary, but you were like in the all English. You were on the all English class, though.
Yes,
like
bro.
I was still in the ESL.
Yeah.
Having all these troubles, you know. Anyways.
Oh man.
I remember like for gym, not for gym. Sorry, this was 6th grade now. This is in Parkview. Yeah, this is Parkview. So you know how you have to get dressed, right? Change out.
Yeah.
And I remember I had taken some extra shoes because for gym you could like take an extra pair of shoes if you wanted to. And I did, right? And I had some Pumas that first year, 6th grade.
Yeah.
And I remember I switched out my shoes and I went and played or whatever. And then we came back in the locker room. I changed again and I left to class. But I had forgotten to switch out my shoes, right? So I didn't have my Pumas on. So I go to the gym, to the locker room to go look for them. And I'm like, shit, where are they? And then the coach was right there. And I was like, crap, I'm like... And I'm in my head, I'm like, how do you say Pumas in English? So I'm like, I go up
to
there,
mountain lion or what?
I'm like, hey, I left my shoes here. Have you found them? And he's like, what kind of shoes are they? I'm like, they have a tiger. Because I was so traumatized from the Kiwis, you know, bro. I was like, dude, I don't want to fuck this one. And then I'm like, it's like a puma, and they're like, oh yeah, I got those over here. And I was like, oh, those are it.
Oh my.
Hey man.
Oh bro, that's fucking funny, bro.
Man.
Hey,
talk.
That's what happened, bro.
We actually we asked our mom for Jordans, and we went to go look for them at Payless.
Oh my goodness, bro!
At Payless, Jordans.
We didn't know, bro. We're like, hey, all the kids in school are wearing Jordans, mom. We're like, we want some too. She's like, all right, let's go look for them. So we go to Payless, and she's like, hey, do you have the Michael Jordan shoes? She looks at us. It's my brother, my mom, and me, and she looks at us like, nah, we don't sell them here, but we sell these other ones. The Shacks.
You got the Shacks. Oh, no.
Instead of Jordan being like this, he was like this.
Yeah, he was like this, like a bear claw kind of like
this. Yeah, I was
this.
like, hey, that'll work, you know?
You got the Shacks, dude?
Hey, we got the Shacks.
The Shacks, man.
Hey, Shaq. Hey, shout out to Shaq, bro, because...
he made affordable shoes.
Affordable shoes, man. That's all it is. Fucking Jordans were $100 and Shaqs were like 15.
That guy's like a huge...
No. You're talking about the Marburys or something like that. That's what they were called. They had like a little star. Those are like the OG hood shoes, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They were like,
some of those
and the real OG ones were like the ones that were like orange and blue.
Yeah.
If you ever like went to like the hood and played basketball, I remember I used to play basketball at Satsuma all the time. If you knew a kid was pulling up in that,
he was wrong.
You know he had handles because he played like growing up in the hood, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But you know what's one thing that's crazy? Did you ever play basketball?
I played basketball a lot, like at the trailers park because they had a.
Okay, that's a no. That's a no,
bro. Okay,
I played there, bro. I had like a 6-foot rim, bro.
Hey, bro, chill out, dude.
We could dunk and we can't even, you know what I'm talking about.
Man.
Now I'm fucking with you, bro.
It was Mexicans playing, bro. They were
they were all traveling, bro. They were traveling.
That shit was high, bro.
They was traveling like crazy.
Chill out,
no, but really, it's crazy when you meet somebody who like is like good basketball, like in the hood or like in the sense of like they play just at the park. They never had money for like a team or whatever. They always have handles. But, like, anytime, like, there was a guy who was, like, known for being good at basketball, like, at the park, they could never make a team because it's, like, a whole different, you know, like, like, just really playing fundamental basketball and, like, kind of just, like, pick-up basketball, hood basketball. And I feel like soccer's not like that.
It is.
It is?
It really is. Especially college.
Well, no. But that I feel like that's a whole different level, though. College is, like, I feel like if you made it to college, you had to be real serious with it. I'm talking about, like, kind of like high school. You know, like, or no.
It's complicated because especially
I feel like it's harder to pick up soccer games than basketball games. Basketball games are real easy to pick up, so maybe I saw it a lot more than you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know, but you get me?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, just a big difference. And then football, dude. I know people who still play football tackle, and I don't know how the heck they do that shit. Like, I mean, did you ever play tackle football in the streets?
No. I played at. Well, I mean, I know you keep saying no, I don't count, but I mean, I played some at the park.
At the park, nah,
Strawberry Park, baby.
Nah, bro, fucking with you, bro. But yeah, man, that shit's dangerous.
Shit, I bet.
Fuck that. One time, when we graduated high school, y'all probably didn't know about this because y'all didn't play football, but maybe I did. But at Pasadena High School, it became like a thing on Sundays to play street football. Like, well, not street football, but like in the field, right?
Mm-hmm.
That field right over Pasadena High. And then it
225.
started getting big, bro. Where like it was people coming, like it was like big teams, like oh man,
like actual teams.
Well, yeah, one time they had a tournament, bro. It got that serious.
Oh shit.
For like money and stuff, and what you call it? Man, they used to like it was too crazy. I stopped going. I was like, I'm not finna hurt myself. There was this guy who was like in his. How the heck was this guy out there? He must have really been like trying to live the glory days. He was like at least 35 to 40. Playing
with high school kids.
Yeah, that we just graduated. We were just running sprints like 6 months ago, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Out there playing on a Sunday. One day he went, and I remember we saw him again. And he was a grown ass man, bro, but he was like tough as hell too.
Yeah,
like long story short, he just fucks up his whole fucking shoulder, bro. You can just see it. It's just like all messed up. And I'm just like, oh, no, sir. Like, I ain't got money for that. I ain't got no insurance, man. I'm an immigrant.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Hey, how, before, I don't know how your job is, but before you had insurance or something, how often did you go to the
I mean, I have insurance now, bro.
Yeah, but before...
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's so ingrained in me that I still don't go. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it hasn't even changed. I mean, I've gone actually to the doctor.
My dad probably hasn't gone to the doctor in 20 years.
Yeah, has to
my
go.
My parents just barely started going to the...
I think it's just like an immigrant thing, man. You don't have money for it.
I feel like it's an immigrant and Mexican thing too. Like even people like in Mexico out there, just like
they don't go to the hospital.
They don't go to the hospital.
They don't go for checkups or any of that shit.
You go to the hospital to die, bro. It's not like out here. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, funny story. Like I almost passed out once. I went.
Funny.
No, hold on. No. It was funny because like I had gotten a road bike, right? Now it's like fuck yeah, I got my road bike. Again, I've never done like that much cardio or whatever. I got it. I went to Buffalo Bayou, that downtown Houston, right?
Is this recently?
This is recently.
Oh shit! Probably 12 or something.
Probably beginning of the year.
Oh fuck! Okay, 2020. Fuck it.
So
that's how your year started.
So yeah, this is how my year stared. I got the road bike, right, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put in some miles. So I go downtown. I start riding. I ride like 10 miles, right? And I'm like, and it's like straight up hot as shit.
Middle of summer.
Yeah, it's hot. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, oh, God, I need to just make it to my truck just so I can put this thing away. And I get to my truck. I put it in there, right? And I'm feeling horrible, dude. I'm feeling so bad. I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on? I'm like,
oh, my God.
I'm like my stomach starts hurting, right? I kind of want to, like, dude, I was like, right? So I go inside, and I'm like, I'm going to turn on the AC. And I turn it on. It just makes everything worse. It makes everything worse.
It shocks your whole system,
I'm like,
bro.
Fuck that.
You did a whole 2 miles, fuck.
I turn off the AC. I open the door of my truck. And I'm just like on the side. I'm just on the side there, dude. I'm sweating, right? Crazy. And then I see, dude, God. I kid you not. I see the side of my eyes, like my field of view. I'm watching everything, and then it just starts. A darkness starts coming in like this, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm about to pass out. I'm about to pass out. So I've
never experienced that in my life. Have you ever experienced that?
Dude,
that's crazy.
I stand up from my truck. I go sit down on the sidewalk. I'm in downtown Buffalo Bayou Park.
By yourself?
No. People are running and walking.
But like, did you go with anybody?
No, I went by myself. I had gotten my bike. I took it to the little bike shop that's close to there. They could put some air in it, and because those have like different things to put air in it, whatever. And I feel like I'm about to pass out, and I'm like, crap. So I get off of my truck. I sit down on the side of the thing, and I'm like, I cannot pass out, dude. If I pass out right here, someone's gonna call a fucking ambulance, and I cannot afford an ambulance, dude. I can't pass out here. And I'm like, I close my eyes, and I'm like,
oh my God.
Jesus, please.
I cannot financially fuck myself right now.
I just bought this bike. I need to sell it after this.
Oh, bro.
Hey, dude,
whose fucking phone is that, bro?
It was so fun. It was not funny.
Is that your phone?
No shit.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. I was just like, oh my God.
That's pretty funny though, bro. Hey man, that's why immigrants are tough, bro. They're like, I can't financially, I can't afford to die right now.
Immediately, I was just like, okay, need to start doing some breathing. In, out.
You de-escalated the situation. You de-escalated your own situation.
Yeah, I was like talking to myself, like, hey, you got this, bro. Chill out. Don't pass out. You can't pass out, man.
Hey, look, man, you feeling better, man.
Hey, man,
you can feel your legs.
You think you can afford a $4,000 bill right now?
You know the rent's coming up.
Yeah, bro. No, chill out. I can't do that.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Anyways, you guys want to go to the last final segment of the podcast? I forgot the name already. Hey, bro, remember he just came up with this segment and he can't remember the name of it.
About 5 minutes ago.
Oh my goodness, man.
Come on, guys.
Yes or no? Or
no, it wasn't yes or no.
We switched it from yes or no to
either or.
Either or. Yeah.
Either or, man.
One or another. I don't know.
One or another, man.
One or another. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, explain to them what the game is.
All right, so this segment's just basically going to be to end it. And it's going to be quick questions, positive questions. These guys don't want anything too serious.
No, I mean, we can go into explanation, but if you're going to ask something serious, and I just can't be like...
Yeah, but you gotta ask it right, too. You can't just fucking, like, come up... We were practicing before this, and he just said some crazy stuff, and we were like, what are you talking about?
It's just a quick question, whatever comes to your mind.
Goodness.
All right, you
want to start it?
So what we're gonna do is he's gonna ask one, I'm gonna ask one, and then he's gonna ask one, and then
but you can explain the question, right? I'm talking about you explain your answer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
You start first. So iPhone.
You gonna ask me? Okay, we're going.
iPhone or Android?
Man, iPhone. Okay.
I'm gonna go iPhone already because
100%.
100%. Just simply, I mean, there was always that one thing that I liked about Android, which was like the widgets, right? And then adding extra memory in case you wanted some more memory. And iPhone was always like, dude, I gotta get the 32 gigabyte because that's the one that I can afford. And then my freaking photos would just fill up.
Then your phone starts freezing. And
shit. But I mean, Apple really just look at our laptops and all of our stuff that we have.
I feel like Apple's been ripping us off so freaking bad, and we still continue to buy them.
It's just
now you need the $80 adapters for everything.
Well, it's adapter central for them over there, bro. Everything needs an adapter.
But the old ones, they just came with a computer.
Yeah, I mean, it's because I feel like they're trying to push...
adapter for your headphones.
Yeah, they're trying to push everything forward. They want to make everything USB-C or whatever.
I'm reading this book right now, and I just got done with this chapter, and it's literally all about Apple in this chapter. It's Starts With Why by Simon Sinek.
Okay.
And it talks about, like, you know, Apple, why they're so strong is because their why is so big. Like, they're continuously pushing to innovate. They push boundaries or something like that as like their slogan or whatever. Apple used to be called Apple Computers, and they got just to like move to just Apple, like in 2013 or some shit like that. Yeah. I don't know, but man. I mean, long story short.
Wait, so what do you choose, Apple or?
Oh yeah, Apple, 100%.
Okay.
And really, like, you know, Apple has become a status symbol. It's saying, like, even in the book, it says how like people like to go to like be at an airport, pop up their Apple, and let you know that they're like using an Apple. And it's like a subconscious thing, but they build that community, man, and that's why we're so willing to pay $600 more for a computer that, like, you know, if we go buy a PC or something like that.
Dude, and that thing always threw me off because I would go to Best Buy to get my new computer or something, and I would always want a Mac. You know, I always wanted a Mac.
Yeah, you know why? Because they build their brand so strong, bro.
But then I would be reading the specs and I'd be like,
but in the back of your head, you're like, but I should get a Mac.
This shit sucks. And then I would go to the Windows, and it would be like $600, and I would get like 16 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte SSD.
I don't know shit about that.
Okay. Basically, like a whole better computer for much cheaper of a price.
Better computer.
But then, but what I found that now that I've been using Mac for so long, just their whole like OS, like their whole operating system is just so much easier to navigate. Everything works with each other perfectly on like PCs, which have all these great parts, but they're not all meant to work together. So they're kind of clunky, a little bit clunky.
It's because now we're also used to everything being so streamlined. It's like a big thing with like companies, technology, innovation, meaning everything has to talk to each other. I mean, think about your smart home, bro. Think about how like when I pulled up, your wife, you get a notification. Everything is just quick. You don't even got to think about it. That's what Apple's been able to do. Before, tech companies, I mean, think about Motorola, BlackBerry. They were so big. They all died off. Remember when BlackBerry had all those buttons?
Yeah.
People used to think people wanted that more. Apple said, I'm going to simplify it. Now we don't have no button. But the good thing about Apple, when it keeps on doing, is that it's consistency with, like, you know, just like, I think that's just really it. Nothing else, really, just consistency. When you get an Apple iPhone, you know it's going to work. You know it's going to work for, you know, quite a long time. I think that's kind of like what I think of it.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's going to continue to work. I'm not going to have to worry about it. I feel like I have this thing with PC. It's like, it might happen. Like, my HP sometimes, you know, like, for my job, slows down, but my Mac is always kind of, like, constant.
Yeah. Also, guys, so this podcast is dropping on the 15th, which is this Tuesday coming up, or Tuesday today, since today is Tuesday, right? Because they're listening on Tuesday. Anyways,
yes.
Today Apple is having a keynote where they announce new products.
Oh, really? This upcoming Tuesday?
Yes.
Nice.
Today, yeah.
Man, it don't matter.
It's called Time Flies.
Tuesday, August 15th.
The keynote is called Time Flies. So it's mostly they're announcing a new watch or so something new. So today, if you guys want to check it out, if you have your Apple TV on there on your phone or whatever, it's going to be on there for free. So everybody can take a look at it.
That's dope, man.
All right. So who's got the next question? You want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah, you can go. Because I don't got a question right now.
I have a question.
You forgot.
It's been burning inside of me for so long. Nah, I'm kidding. Aliens, real or fake?
Real.
Wait, why?
Bro, this is just like we're a piece of like sand, one speckle of sand in an ocean. That's what this, like, you know, our planet is. The space is just too big. I forgot who said this quote, but it was like, you know, like the fact, if you think aliens are crazy, like the idea of aliens being real is crazy, it's even more crazy to, like, you know, for them to, like, not be real, you know, because the universe is so big, ever expanding. So, and really, I mean, think about what even happened this year. The thing that they dropped, the New York Times article.
Oh yeah, saying that.
You know what I'm saying? Our boy Joe Rogan freaking interviewing that dude who was like a pilot who saw that Tic Tac, whatever it is.
Faber.
And yeah, man, I 100% believe they're real. What they are, I mean, we're not sure. Like, as in, like, what do they look like? I'm not sure, but I mean, just really think about where we at right now to where we were 100 years ago, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, how much, like, humans have been around, like, I think, like, you know, 100,000 years or something like that.
Okay.
What, bitch?
No, I'm just 100,000, I guess.
Goddamn.
Don't be mad at me. I just agree with you. I don't know. Fuck, man.
We're gonna edit that one. No,
We're not editing. Shit, dude. These people are gonna see how mean you are, bro. Getting exposed in front of all your peers.
Oh man, no, you gotta edit that one. You gotta. It's a minute. I was like, look at me funny, man.
Hell no.
Sorry, brother. The Southeast in me came out, bro. I thought I left, but it never left me. No, I'm kidding. Oh shit, what was I even talking about?
Aliens, bro.
I know, but what was I talking about specifically?
200,000 years.
Oh yeah, well, whatever, man. Like, in the last 100 years, look how much we came from. Like, now we're playing with, like, we're talking about Neuralink, AI. All this, just everything is fast. Everything is fast. Everything in the palm of our hand. Even, like, we know the technology that's in an iPhone. If somebody, like, in the 1940s would have had this technology, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right, that's good enough, bro. That's good enough, bro. That's good enough. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Jesus Christ, you always go to you're going to AI, dude.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it, bro. You gotta think about it.
Real 100%, but I don't think they are anything close to what we picture them like.
Yeah, I agree.
I think us as humans, our ego is so big, bro, that we think, back to the weapons, aliens come, pull out your guns. Bro, like, if they're on Earth, your guns ain't gonna do shit to them.
This guy's gotta come out. He's anti-gun, bro.
He's anti-gun.
Not even anti-gun, bro. But people think a gun can do so. And yeah, all these movies of us beating aliens, bro.
I mean,
if aliens really did come to Earth and they just wanted to wipe us out, they'll do it like that. Like you said, we are, let's say, an ant.
Yeah.
And they're building a road.
Yeah.
You think they're going to stop and actually fight for... If humans are building a road...
Yeah.
And we're an ant on that road, you think we're going to stop and fight that ant? No, you just
roll over it.
Roll over it, bro.
Yeah.
So I think that's if aliens were so far ahead of us to come to our planet, they wouldn't mind. They wouldn't fight us with weapons. They would just wipe us out.
Yeah. Whatever their weapons are.
Have you guys ever heard of the Great Filter theory?
No, educate me.
So this theory is called the Great Filter. Supposedly, people say that if there were aliens, right, we should have already seen them. Like, we should have seen them somewhere out in outer space. They should have, like, conquered some sun, or they should have done something crazy, make a huge structure. So, because we don't see any of that out there in space, right? With all our telescopes that we have or any of that, we don't see anything. So people are saying that there's this thing called the Great Filter, which means that if we're not there yet, that we're coming up real close to it, which means that there's something's going to happen in our lifetime, or probably or somewhere along where we're all going to get wiped out. Either we kill ourselves, or something happens.
100% believe that.
Or something happens that ends the species. Ends the species, yeah. And that that's why we haven't seen anything out there, because nobody has made it past that Great Filter. And that if we don't, like, start moving into other planets or doing any other crazy stuff, then we might as well get wiped out as well. That we probably get wiped out as well.
Would you hear this in a podcast, or where'd you hear this?
I heard this in a podcast. It's called The End of the World, and it's this scientist guy talking about a lot of ways that the world might end in a real scientific way. Like, he was saying that how there's labs that create these crazy viruses, right?
Yeah.
And that that any of those viruses might get leaked or whatever, it'll cause major chaos throughout the world.
I mean, that's probably what's going on right now.
Probably eliminate us. No, even worse are viruses. You know, this one's, it's a bad virus, but it's not a crazy mortal, like super crazy, you know. And they were saying that those labs, they like send samples to other labs through UPS, and that sometimes that shit goes missing, and they're like, "What, dude? What do you mean it's missing?" You know,
through UPS.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think so, bro.
Well, I mean, you don't have to believe me, bro. You don't have to believe me. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, there's a lot of existential risks that could happen. That, like, even like everybody having nuclear weapons, like, you never know. What if, like, somebody accidentally or something malfunctions and a missile goes out, and then everybody's like, "Oh shit!" Or they're sending them, and we wipe ourselves out. So that's basically what
that's 100%. That I just wouldn't think that would, like, I don't know. I feel like that would be super secure with, like.
But you'd be amazed how people are not. You would think, right? You would think.
I mean, I would. Yeah, you're right. I would think they would.
You would think,
do something like that. But
all right.
I don't know.
No,
your question. Do you have one?
God dang, yeah, really.
If you don't have one, we just end it right here, man.
No, we were gonna keep going. We were gonna ask a couple questions. I think
no.
A couple. Let me see. You got one? Okay.
What the?
Okay.
That's.
Okay. Would you rather, like? I'm just gonna ask something different. Like, if you would travel, would you rather go somewhere like rural or like a city? Like, go camping or like go out there in nature, or would you like to like travel like a nice city, like, you know?
Damn.
Okay, if you were to go to Singapore or Dubai, they're both kind of cities, but very different.
What? I mean, they're both cities. I mean, none of those, you're not doing camping in any of those.
No, I know. They're just very different.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do Dubai.
Really? Well, go ahead. You?
Singapore or Dubai, dude?
Oh, have you seen the question, or nature versus?
No, he said Singapore or Dubai.
Yes, that's it.
Dubai.
Yep. I don't know, man. I seen Singapore. I heard Dubai is very strict. Very, very.
Dude, Singapore, they kill you if you have weed on you.
You're right. Singapore is extremely. Is very strict. That is correct.
Dude, over there, they're not playing games, bro. You sneak in drugs or anything, you're getting killed, bro.
Really?
In Singapore. Yeah, hell yeah. They don't play games over there, bro. That's why that city has become so... Like, it's come up, like, in the last 10 years, it's become this crazy futuristic looking city because they don't play games, bro. You do something wrong, it's either 13 years in jail or death. And they ain't playing around. They ain't playing around over there.
I feel like it's crazy how we, for the longest, you know, like, I mean, this is an amazing country, but we thought this was like everything was just here. And I feel like as we're getting older and technology is connecting us, we're seeing how these other amazing cities, you know, like Singapore, Dubai, who are just like advancing.
And just to bring it back to how the country is right now here in the United States, those people seeing us fight like this in between us, like, oh, Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah.
People in Singapore are like, they should do it how we do it here, where we have one guy that if he sees anything wrong with us, hey, bro, you're straight up dead.
Well, it's called dictatorship.
Dictatorship, exactly.
Is that what they have? Or do they have like
it's not a dictatorship. It's not a dictatorship. They just have super strict laws. Like, they're not have like no leeway or anything. And those people seeing us fight over here for crazy shit, they're thinking they have the right way. That's how the country's supposed to be run. Not like the crazy United States where people are fighting.
It's because the United States is so big and so diverse, and it's just,
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. And
it's crazy.
If we keep going the same way we're going, people in China that are being dictated, you don't think there's propaganda out there saying this is why we run our country like we run it here in China. A dictatorship works better than free. You want to see free? Look at these people.
Look at people crazy.
Yeah, these people are fucking crazy in the United States. China is the way we do it. We started from the bottom. We're building our city. We're coming up. We're the world's manufacturer. We're the best. China is the best. If you want to be crazy like the United States,
very proud people of their heritage.
Yeah, they're very proud of being Chinese, and they live in a dictatorship, bro. There is no fucking I don't feel like coming into work today because nah, dude, chill out, dude. Over there they stand you up. I've seen a documentary of how they work over there in the warehouses and all that stuff. Everybody lights up, stands up straight. They're like, all right, roll call, 1, 2, 3, and they start counting each other. Like, it's just crazy, bro. And over here in the United States, Amazon employees are like, I don't feel like doing that, or a turnover is like 200% turnover rate because nobody wants to fucking work.
Yeah.
I think America's the only country in the world that had a problem with the mask for COVID. I think every other country in the world is like, all right, we gotta wear masks. Fine. America's like, why do I have to wear a mask?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then it got politicized, right? And then it got politicized. Oh, you're either a mask wearer or a non-mask. Yes. And then in China, they're like, look at them over there. They don't even know if to wear it or not to wear it. That's what we do it right here in China. Dictatorship, baby.
Dictatorship.
And everybody in China is like, hell yeah.
Hey, bro. I ain't going to China.
No, I'm saying that for them, us fighting and going all crazy about shit makes them look right.
I wonder what propaganda like they really feed the North American people. I mean, North Korean people.
North
Koreans.
No,
wait, North Korea?
No, they get
they get their own
propaganda.
Oh, they get the craziest propaganda.
Yeah, they're craziest of all.
Kim Jong-un doesn't shit.
Has superpowers or something. Man,
and he died and came
Did
back.
you hear? Yep.
He's the fastest in the world.
Hey, Italy, their school hours improved because they were falling behind compared to China. They actually make their kids go to school starting age at 4, I think, 3 or 4, because they weren't being competitive with the engineering, with the rest of the world, with the Chinese and with the Chinese and Japanese.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like the U.S., do you know like the U.S.'s rank in like education is like very, very bad.
Oh yeah. Oh really? Damn.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like there's like a list, and I'm sure you can pull it up. Like,
let me see.
What is the last one? Like, see what it is.
We're just actually talking about that before the podcast. How kids from Mexico come and they're so fucking advanced in math.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to generalize, but I have met a lot. You know what I'm saying?
You can ask any of the teachers in the areas where the immigrants come in.
Yeah. And
they will tell you the kids that come from Mexico, they're so smart in, especially in math.
Yeah. I think because it's ingrained so hard.
I think,
tell me a story. Oh, go ahead.
Well, Google pulled up. It says top 10 countries with the best higher education system.
Oh, what about just regular education?
Okay, yeah, because
like
there's one higher education. I guess it's still the United States. Let's see.
Yeah, but I mean the higher education system in the U.S. is crazy. It's being super inflated with colleges. They're continuous.
The prices
going up and up and up.
Yeah, there you go. Before, like not including colleges, just normal from, I guess like from first grade all the way to like the end of high school or whatever. Like the
yeah.
It's Finland, and then Japan, South Korea, Denmark, Russia, Norway, United Kingdom, Israel, Sweden, Hong Kong, the Netherlands, Belgium.
Where's the U.S. at?
20th place.
20th place. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. One culture that I'm really interested in is the Japanese culture.
Yeah.
You know, the Japanese culture is pretty cool. The samurai way.
Dude, the samurai. Have you seen the 21 samurai rules? Samurai.
No.
Oh my god, they're crazy. Like,
there's so much honor in that culture. So much respect.
Is it a new movie? I've seen the oh my god, Karate Kid, but it's a new movie.
You're talking about Cobra Kai?
Which one?
Cobra Kai?
Yes. What is that about?
No. Dude, that's about the Karate Kid.
You said Karate Kid. That's the only one thing I mentioned it, but
I've seen it.
That's on Netflix. But
okay. Let me read you out the 21 samurai rules,
go ahead.
and then tell me what you guys think of these. Like,
all right, go ahead.
Like, you say like, oh yeah, I agree with that, or I don't agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, rule number 1: accept everything just the way it is.
100%.
Do not seek pleasure for its own sake.
That's very interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Yep.
Do not.
Like that. I feel like that means like instant gratification or something like that.
Do not seek pleasure for its own sake.
Yeah, just having it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Number 3: do not, under any circumstances, depend on a partial feeling. Do not, under any circumstances, depend on a partial feeling. Do things when you're
angry, like just
don't do something half-assed.
Partial feeling.
Yeah, like don't do anything on a partial feeling. Like saying like, oh, I kind of want to go to the party, but
either
I
you're all the way in, or
you
you're
do.
out.
Like Yoda says, you either do, or you don't. There's no try, or something like that. Yeah,
think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world.
Not have a big ego.
Don't take yourself too seriously, kind of.
I think that one's like don't have a big ego.
Okay,
that's what I would interpret.
Be detached from your desire your whole life long. Be detached from your desire your whole life long.
I think it just kind of like goes to discipline, because like something quick, like I want to eat this food or just this woman or whatever, but you gotta know you can't do any of that. You gotta stay disciplined.
Okay, number 6.
That's the reality of it.
Do not regret what you have done. That's pretty good. Like no regrets.
Yeah, move forward. You can't do nothing about it afterwards. Yeah.
Never be jealous. Number 7.
100%. Number 8.
Never let yourself be saddened by a separation. Hey, but don't cry if your girl leaves you, bro.
Yeah, man, you can't hit her up. She don't watch no more, dog.
Resentment and complaints are appropriate neither for oneself or others.
Okay, you really losing me. Slow down.
Martin, why are you barefoot?
What?
Why are you not wearing shoes?
Dude, you just exposed me, dude.
Oh my god.
What does it matter?
I've been staring at them for the last 5 minutes.
Damn, bro.
Got real comfortable, huh?
I'm just like, dude. I'm over here trying to get
keep
the
going,
samurai
bro.
way.
Rule number 7, no regrets, bro. You already did it. No regrets,
dude.
No regrets, bro.
Do not live for oneself's pleasure.
There you go.
I don't even know what I said.
That's crazy. Hey, Adidas or Nike?
Oh man, I've been wearing a lot of Adidas, bro. So a lot of it. I just went to the Adidas store, bought me shoes. Yeah. Adidas.
Checks over stripes, brother.
Checks over stripes.
Yeah,
stripes Adidas. All the way. Yeah.
Kanye really made them I feel like they fell behind in their like stylistic way. I mean,
bro. I feel like they're
what do you mean? What
wave,
I mean?
Yeah. I feel like that's the biggest wave right now is Adidas.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't feel like Virgil's been killing it with the off-whites, all this Nike stuff?
Not really.
What? They're way.
I feel like that's like hype. I feel like that's a certain, But if you see people, I feel like Adidas has more, like just casual, good-looking shoes, bro, than Nike. Like as a generalized, maybe he has that contract with Nike, Off-White, and he has grown that brand extremely well. But I think Adidas.
I feel like everything that you're seeing most on Instagram right now, or like kind of like just like streetwear.
Well, Drake is with Nike. He even sending people those care packages.
Yeah, no, not just that, but I mean like everybody's wearing everybody's rocking those Air Force Ones again, and they're making it more street, not like it used to be, where you don't want to crease your Air Force Ones.
The 2XLs.
Yeah.
3XL T-shirts. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about or no?
No, I don't know. 3XL.
Back in the
like
early 2000s, that was a style, bro. Yeah, the big old shirts. I remember went to the 6th grade dance, and I had a huge shirt, but that was a style back then.
I had a yellow shirt once.
Oh my god! You were like 17 when that was going down.
I don't know what year it was, but I had a yellow shirt.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, you guys want to end this podcast or what? What's up? I feel like we're losing steam here.
Yeah, for sure. Last question.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Cowboys or Texans? Cowboys all the way. Let's go.
What'd you say?
What? Cowboys or Texans?
Oh my goodness.
And we're gonna end it. Right.
That's it, dude. And
Texans,
that's where
baby.
It all falls apart.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Are you really a Cowboys fan?
He really is, dude. He's really a Cowboys fan.
Oh my goodness.
I'm becoming a Kansas City Chiefs fan this year, so I'm kind of.
Oh my goodness, this guy over here.
I got my girl in KC. I've
come on.
I've been going to that city a long time now for 3 years.
Oh my god, bro.
3 years back to back.
Do they have good food out there? What kind of food they eat out there?
Over there, Kansas City? Yeah. They have a lot of, I want to say, let's see. They have like a lot of local spots. I see a lot of like, barbecue is one big thing they have over there. They love their barbecue. Yeah, they have this place called Q39. It's really good. Mm. They have a lot of local pizza shops, which is pretty cool. A lot of local pizza shops. Pizza's pretty good. And I mean, I think that's... Oh, they have a place called Winstead's. It's like a kind of like an In-N-Out, but
I've never been In-N-Out.
No,
it's over.
It's over. Yeah,
I never like romanticize shit. I don't care. I'm not like that. Just
I used to like In-N-Out a lot, but then like I kept going and I started to notice that the bottom of the burger gets really wet from all the juices flowing down, and it just gets really nasty whenever you get towards the end. You're like, oh fuck, this is kind of nasty. All right, you guys. Well, you guys have anything left to say?
Hey, just thank you so much for the support. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Had a lot of fun. Went to some somewhat serious stuff.
Right. So we started. I feel like we started off pretty serious, and then we just kind of ended like kind of lightly. We don't want to get too crazy.
Keep it going, and really, excited. This is actually going to be our first video being uploaded. So if you're seeing this, through the video, thank you for tuning in.
Please subscribe and hit the like button.
Hit the subscribe, like button. If you're on Apple or Spotify, thank you for listening as well. And next week, we're gonna have a real good guest.
First guest
officially coming on board. I'm not gonna say his name yet. We'll release that later. But overall, just a good guy. Just what he's done for himself, for other people. You know what I'm saying? It just resembles people we want to bring on board and empower, and as well, share what they want to share, and give y'all some value, right? Yep. So I'm very excited for that. And that's it, man. Thank you so much for listening in. And
yes, sir. So Martin, just another quick reminder. Remember, if you have a small business that you want to promote, make sure to hit up Noe on our Instagram. He's gonna have the email right there on the bio as well. And everything else that you want to find out more about us or whatever, just go ahead and DM Noe at Off the Bench.
Also any topics you want to hear. We're really, like you said, value driven, right? We want to bring you the value. So let us know, what kind of things y'all want to see and things like that. And we have a certain structure right now for a good amount of time, but we definitely want to provide it with the value you're looking for. So. Let us know, man. Anything else, Jair?
Thank y'all for the support. That's it, man. If y'all made it this far,
thank you.
Can you say we'll be back?
Oh yeah.
With loud ass, with deep ass voice.
We'll be back.